everybody. Let's get to this guy's back. All right, we've done the front, we've done the side. Let's do the back, and let's get it done. And just loosely drawing in everything. Broader shoulders here. Get a little narrow at first. That's why we're feeling it out right now. All right. Back up to the arms. Okay. Give myself a line down the middle here, just to help me with my symmetry. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit here. Just even things out slightly where I can see anything that's off. Okay, not too bad. So I'm going to rough out a couple things. Let's see here. Just kind of marking upper back muscle here, kind of V-shaped. Then there's another V-shaped as these muscles wrap around, go down and meet kind of like down at like the glutes here, which I'll also kind of get shaped there, again wrapping to the outside of the leg. Okay, so I can go ahead and start my finding my shapes a little bit here. Make sure I'm not leaning like I was on the screen there. I'm not sure. You know what I mean by that is slanting my drawing as if I was handwriting, which is something we all kind of have to fight against. So I'm just going to kind of make sure the torso shape is there. I'm going to put the neck shape facing away, and then the head on the other side of the neck. Okay, I already kind of have his waist kind of figured out here. And I'm not sure it's going to be too helpful to kind of make my underwear shape. I guess if I round it out like that on this side, be slightly helpful. All right, so legs. Leg cylinders. Kind of getting this shape in here. Towards the knee. And then my last cylinder down here, my calf. And starting to shape the muscle a little bit. Thicker in this area. Beginning of it is round. And then to the heel. The foot kind of splayed outward a little bit like that. Okay, you got the lower ankle bone. Let's get this kind of tilt here, lower on the outside, then higher on the inside. Then back up to the arms. The arms are tilted back, so my cylinders are kind of facing backwards to the top part of the arm. My elbow sphere. Lastly, my forearm cylinders here. All right, and then we got some just kind of relaxed hands this time here. Okay. I think I'm ready to go here. So, just like the other ones, I'm going to knock everything back with my eraser. I'm just not erasing too hard. I'm just kind of erasing enough to take the edge off the pencil there. All right, you can still see enough of a roadmap underneath. All right, switching to my pencil and start at the top. See some ears peeking out behind the hair there. All right. Okay, so we've got the traps up here coming down from the base of the neck or the base of the skull. And it's a really large muscle. It kind of splits. It splits symmetrically. So this part comes down like this. You get a little V shape right here. And you get this really symmetrical kind of crease here and all these muscles in the back. All right, and the traps make this V shape that wraps up and goes up towards the delts. I'll go back up to the shoulders right now since I'm up here. All right, so they kind of come in and out from there. Come the shoulder muscles, the deltoids, which again are kind of meeting. Well, they're not. I say kind of, but they They are. They're meeting right in this outside of the arm here. This guy ended up a little bit wider shoulders here. Let me zoom in a little. In this angle, he's pretty broad shouldered in the photo. It's going to narrow down just a little bit so it matches. Okay. And then from here, let's see, I'm going to get this little crease here. Right with on the shoulder here and the back. And it comes down around the rib cage. And these muscles actually kind of wrap and make another V. And they all kind of wrap down. There's a little pad. There's your little pad right there. They wrap around, meet down here, right at the top of the glutes. Let's see, from here, let's see what else we got. So we got the top trap V right there. Oh, and then we got these muscles right here. It's lower back muscles. Just kind of tend to stick out sometimes. It tends to make a little gap right there, depending on how defined it is, right? It's like lower lumbar muscles. Okay, so if you remember anything here, it's this triangular muscle, top of the back, which is all part of this big muscle here, the traps. And these muscles that wrap around. And there's a bunch of like little interweaving muscles here that are pretty hard for me to remember. I like to look at a lot of reference here for this sort of thing. All right, coming down here. So the waist, got these muscles that kind of wrap around over here. Here we can kind of see where they start. So wrapping around from underneath this triangular muscle here. Landing right at the waist there. Brings us to his glutes, right, which wrap from underneath this triangle as well, this triangular shaped muscle here, and go to the outside of the leg. And there's usually a little like leveling off right here. And the muscle wraps down to the outside. All right, and then we got this like little rounder part there before it goes out for the leg muscles, the upper leg muscles. Right. So we're going down around. On the inside, we get a little more shape to this curve here. I'll give some shorts here in a second. I'll get into them now, I guess. All right. And we got his growing muscle here coming down to the knee. And then remember in the other angle, in the front view, we've got the knee kind of curving outwards a little bit. So we get a little bit of an angle like that. We have the same thing, obviously, from this side. So we get this line coming in like this, right, for the growing. And then we're going to angle it out a little bit there, right at the knee. All right, kind of wraps underneath there. And I'm just going to get the edge here. So let's see. So on this side, we've got this muscle also wrapping kind of the outside. So these hamstring muscles kind of splitting right here, creating this little V-shaped split. And the calf muscle originates there. And you get this, you have a split in the calf muscle right here. But I'm not going to worry about that. So it's coming from underneath the inside of this hamstring, like splits, and then from the middle comes the calf muscle. So we're going to go down and around, a bit of a curve on the inside, a sharp, thicker area right there. Right, and that's going to come down and kind of go into the Achilles tendon here. But that's not the outside. The outside, there's still more. Another muscle on the outside. That's going to be right around where the ankle bone probably is attached to it, if I knew my anatomy better. And on this side, the calf muscle just goes kind of around. It also kind of comes into this side. It's not the full outside. So we have a little more mass on the outside, but there's a split there. Split there. Let's try it again on this side here. It's round. It comes in. It splits right here. So it becomes a tendon. All right, and this side comes down, and we get that lower ankle bone right there. All right, brings me to the heel, which comes from this little tendon, all connects down here, this round heel. Almost like a teardrop shape like that. I'll put that on screen. Like a teardrop shape, the Achilles tendon to the ankle. It's a little flatter. Something like that. All right, then we've got, let's see how the foot. All right, so we're going to flatten out a little bit here. The back of the heel. Go up. And you got a little bit of the foot that we can see there on the outside. A little thick in the ankles again. Just gonna try and draw too much detail. All right. So hamstring with this little split. You may or may not see much of. And from underneath that comes the calf muscle, which also has a split, which goes into the tendon, which becomes the Achilles tendon and wraps around the heel. All right, finishing off with the arms up here. Okay, the back view here. So we've got deltoid muscles, deltoids, and then we've got the tricep on top this time. Now, the tricep splits here. It's 3 muscles. The main 2 are these ones that, well, the main 2 I see, or when I think about, are these 2 that kind of that split, go around this other one, these other muscles that kind of connect to the elbow right there. Once again, we got our thicker part on the outside of the arm here. The outside, wrapping on the inside. Behind that, you got your bicep, which you might see a little bit of, because this guy's pretty big. The shoulder's bugging me. Couldn't be satisfied with it. Okay. And the elbow here. Make it straight across. This arm looks higher. Oh well. Okay, coming out from underneath the tricep, you got this elbow here. Muscles coming like that. And brings us to the forearm. So let's see what we can see here. Not too much from this angle. We can see a little bit of the bone. It's attached. Our muscles are bone. Maybe it feels like bone. Yeah, so kind of goes down to the wrist over here. And you've got the that muscle that starts like around the elbow, right, coming out like here. You can't really see from here, but I'm going to draw it anyways. Comes down and around. Nice slight curve there. And on the inside, we've got a little space there for the elbow. And then we've got a little bit of a rounder curve and kind of like bring it in towards the wrist. It's weird over here. So I'm going to fix this. It's got some vein. See his vein popping out there. It works so hard to get that vein showing, I might as well draw it. Okay, and lastly in the hands, we've got a little part of the bone here. Sticks out right above the hand. And then I'm just going to rough out a little hand here, the palm. And the fingers curled underneath. And then the thumb on the inside. All right, got my best hand. I think his arms are looking a little short, especially this one, bugging me. think that helped really, but there it is. And let's see. All right, I think that pretty much will do it for the guy here. Okay, there we go. That completes our muscles for this guy. Let's get on to the girl next. I'll see you next time.